I love a buttered biscuit.
Good afternoon. I hope everybody can hear me all right. I can't tell if you can or not. So for whatever reason, my audio isn't working. That's why I'm running a little bit late. So I'm hoping to get that straightened out here in the next couple of minutes. So just bear with me. It's really strange. I've been having this issue with my audio on my phone. I can't hear I know what it is. Damn it. I bet you anything. Ah, crap. Mm. Yep, I boomered the hell out of that one, didn't I? I know what the problem is. I got my audio turned way down. That might help. Damn. So let's see if that works a little better. Just grabbing some headphones because damn it. All right. Now we got some audio. There we go. Cool enough. Sorry about that. That's the big secret. Oh my gosh. Let me do a couple of things here real quick. I thought I had all this set up and then there was an update. So I'm gonna do a couple of things here. If the voice sounds funky, it's probably because of the headset. So don't mind me at all. I'm seeing how bad I can boomer an anniversary stream. Isn't it wonderful how I can do this? Let's see. There he is. And where is it? There we go. All right, Dance Biker Dance. I sent you an invite, brother. You were the first guy I had on a stream. So nice. That's the big secret, I guess. So I'm putting this thing back together, and in the process of doing all of this and getting it straightened out, maybe let me go ahead and mute this. Yeah, that's good. In the process of getting all this done, I was, I've been doing the stream with Reloaded, which is awesome for the depth trial, and it has been almost a year since everything went. Thank you. Look at you. It's been quite a bit. That one was for you, D3. I knew you'd like that. Who's up there with me? There's nobody up there with me. This is my computer. See, the 3D print that I've been working on. I started on this last night, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. That was so yeah. I'm just wanted to talk a little bit about how we see. The stream says been drama free for a year. It's amazing what you can do whenever you back away from internet dramas. It is beautiful, but there's only one person I can think of that would be ideal for talking about this. And let me see if I can do this. And separate this out from there. There. All right, that's a little better. Okay, what you making? Oh, this is a 3D print. 3D print head. So full screen. Nope. I don't want that. There we go. Damn it. I hate this. We'll see if we got it here. Screen. And that there. Beautiful. Who else to talk about this? And I can watch it and comment on it as much as I want to. And this is all via the Nick Rekietalaw. A pretty alright guy, if I say so myself.
Legal bites.
There we go.
It was not about legal bites.
Just because a lot of people forget all about this.
I was going to do a video about legal bites. And if you remember that stream, I think it starts at 57 minutes into the stream. I'm still, Ryan, I'm going to have Ryan clip it because I want that video. I want that fucker up on my YouTube. I want the proof of what happened in that stream because it has been misrepresented. And I don't like being misrepresented. I tell you the fucking truth. So tell the truth about me. That's it. It's really simple. It's really easy. If you don't know, some shit happened today. Some shit happened today. Now, I have heard
There we go.
that
Bring that
there's
volume down just a little bit.
some stuff going on with this. Let's try and get the latest information, shall we?
There we go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Who remembers this?
Here we go again.
Who
Do you
remembers
guys want to
this?
do this? I don't know how much of this we're going to do. We'll start this up.
Perfectly straight piece of filament. Hooray.
This is probably not going to be what anybody thinks it's going to be for me, but we'll see.
We will see.
All right. And I think we're live. So,
yeah, you
there
can
are
see it.
Many people that I have talked to in the last, I don't know how many hours, who have advised me not to say or do anything. Or if I do, to do something in a very, very, very closely guarded kind of way.
Oh, yeah. Everybody
So,
remembers this one.
look, whatever I say today is not directed at Legal Bites as a person.
Yep.
Okay. So I want to make that very clear. I think Alita is fine and a wonderful person. That's an uncharitable pause. Just like she's just looking down. So here we go. She made a big blunder today, in my opinion. And it's been a mess. And now she's in a really tough position. People advising her to not say anything are probably right. But she's going to do what people are not advising her to do, which is also probably right.
Remember?
You can't always listen to advice. She has a this is a no-win prospect for her. And I don't know if anybody has seen, but she took a pretty sizable subscriber hit today. Lots of people have unsubscribed. Thousands of people have unsubscribed because of this incident. And we're going to talk about avoiding these types of incidents and navigating this water, because this shouldn't have ever happened. That's the main lesson here. And it's not her fault that this happened entirely. She is responsible for her own decisions. Don't get me wrong, but there is something else going on in this space that we're going to get into. And I'm going to try and tell you why you need to run from this shit like the fucking plague has manifested into a Disney villain. And by Disney villain, I mean a Disney exec on set with liquor, suckers, and an eye for children. You need to run as far away from this shit as possible.
And this advice will always serve you very, very well. Always fill you very well. Dang it, I want all the drama llamas. Oh, well, that's fine. We have beef for the money. Yeah, there's always beef for the money. Absolutely, Mo. Stay away from the drama llamas. No, I reached out to Nick to see if I could use this, and he said multiple times before that as long as I'm crediting him with it, he is fine with it. But if he's got a problem, well, then bring it up to me. But he's good. This is all his work. All of it.
I'm not really sure exactly how I am where I am right now, but I guess the first thing that I want to do is to say that today I came to realize that I've said some things in a couple different ways that have come across in a way that is not the way that I intended, and clearly not received well. And I understand why some things have not been received well.
You never want to be making this video.
Yes, you don't.
I don't know how much of this I'm going to watch. I don't want to watch all
I don't have any
17 minutes.
excuses for the way that I've come across to some people. But the one thing that I would request, if people will allow me, is a little bit of space to explain things from my perspective, because I feel like there's been a lot of communication from other people. I don't know. I don't want to do anything.
I know how, I'm not laughing at her. I know how she feels. What are you supposed to do? What the hell are you supposed to do?
Don't put yourself
The
in this
building's on
position in the
fire.
first place.
Now,
That's what you're supposed to do.
this is probably an overcorrection from an overreaction.
Yes.
And the building being on fire is probably not going to be on fire very long. But this is part of a lot. And Alita received a lot of success very quickly. So let me give you the background story of what happened today and why this is even a thing, why this is even going on. Okay. So the big background story is this. There's this ethereal entity called
Oh, it's
nolawtube
involved in. You're good.
that was sort of birthed during the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. It is colloquially called nolawtube, but here's the thing. There is not a formal nolawtube.
Hear that?
So
No
this comes with pitfalls and benefits.
nolawtube.
There's
This
no
is why Nick
formality
hates
to
it
it.
so
So
much.
nolawtube is whatever anybody thinks nolawtube is.
There you go.
That's kind of the way things should be. But once you lay out concretely what
nolawtube for
nolawtube
the
is,
win.
you start drawing pictures, you start
Mhm.
incorporating names, you start
Mhm.
making lists,
Mhm.
and you start adopting those things, then you have a defined being. Now you've created a thing, and that thing has a name, has parameters, has rules, and you have suddenly created an in-group situation. This is a horrific pitfall.
310s.
Any grassroots movement. Look directly at Black Lives Matter and Antifa. When Black Lives Matter and Antifa are nebulous, undefinable things, they're stronger.
Hey, Kaiser.
When Black Lives
Thank
Matter
you, brother.
becomes definable,
Appreciate
its
you.
founders take money and leave. There's tax implications. There's investigations by authorities into what's going on.
Thanks, man.
If you don't have a leadership structure because you don't have an organization, then you don't have anywhere to look, because what is this thing if it's not defined? It's just this idea or concept. You can't attack an idea or concept because the next person doesn't know what it's the same thing. So anyway, there's this ethereal idea that's created around Rittenhouse, colloquially called nolawtube. And it comes out of probably my stream and eventually having about 9 to 10 people on with regularity, which in hindsight, I think was too many people to be on a show at once. That's my personal opinion, but that's where it starts. And so there's 9 to 10 people on the show at any given moment, but you have a roster
Jane,
about,
appreciate it.
15 maybe deep, right?
Oh,
Makes
you're
sense.
wonderful. Thank you.
You got a couple extra people because not everybody's going to be on all the time. So you have this thing that's created, and you've got a group, and that group is a group of individuals. In nolawtube's case, it's a bunch of individual creators. There's no structure. There's no profit sharing. There's no fee arrangements that I know of. And I won't do them. Like if you are, if someone wants to come on my show, or if I want to have them on my show, I'm going to invite them on my show and they can come on. I'm not going to pay them to be there. And I would never ask an appearance fee to be anywhere else. I don't want to share of anything. I don't want to cut. I don't want to do that. That's not how social media network marketing works. Your payment is exposure. It's exposure to an audience of different eyes, or it's goodwill towards existing eyes. So let's say, someone used wrong word, someone acquired a portion of audience because they came up and your audience likes them also. And so there's a lot of crossover, right? Well, you still go on shows because it's serving the community. It's engaging people with content creators that they want to see. So even if you're not courting some new audience, you're hanging out with the people who already like you.
That better.
This is good. This is just good work. You're not always
Gotcha.
seeking a new audience. If you are, you're a cable company and everybody hates you, right? So you hang out with the people who you hang out with normally, even if it's somewhere else. And then you also go on other shows and have other people come on. It's just how this thing works. There's not like a bunch of fees in my experience. There's not a bunch of fees or payments. And if I ask someone to come on the show, if they want to come on the show and they say, well, I'll come on for X amount of dollars, 99.99% of the time I'd say, I'll just do the show alone. I don't care. Like I do the show alone all the time. I'm good with that. Like I bring on interviews because I'm kind of interested in them, but I don't need to. I'm certainly fine hearing myself talk. That's the narcissism. So you have this group of individuals who do this stuff for themselves. And to me, that is where things should be. Because once you start to concrete things down into a discernible idea that everybody kind of agrees on and you adopt,
Hey, Tia.
you get what happens. So that's the important background from far away. Now, fast forward to recently, Johnny Depp trial has been on. We're in week 6, the final week of the trial. We've now gone through the final day of testimony. There's 1 day left. 1 day left. And after all this time, there have been 3 predominant streamers. Emily Baker is kicking all of our asses and taking names. She's doing great. She is streaming solo, from my understanding. Then there is Legal Bites, who has generally had the second highest viewer numbers and the second highest super chat numbers of the top 3, so to speak, the main 3. And she has been having lots of the quote unquote LawTube panel on each day. And then there's me coming up in third most of the time on viewers and pretty much all the time on super chats, which is not a complaint in any way, by the way. This has been 2 of the best months I've ever had on YouTube. And I am sitting so happy that there's no, before anybody accuses me of any jealousy, I'm just laying out the facts of where all this is. And I have been running a show with somewhere in the middle. Typically, I have between 1 and 3 other guests on. So me plus 1 to 3 for most of the trial. And I found that to be a pretty happy medium for me. I like it. I like that number. I think for what I'm doing and how I'm watching this trial, it's a nice, well-facilitated number. But the cool thing is there are 3 big options that people can go, and then there are subsets down from there. But there have been these 3. And the idea about LawTube has really coalesced, however, in the middle around Legal Bites' show. All right. And she's bringing on new lawyers and new people, which is great. And Emily Baker is certainly considered as a member of LawTube by many, many people, right? And I am certainly considered a member of LawTube by many, many people, no matter how much I hate the moniker. But really, that coalesced core right now is on Legal Bites' channel. And there's there's been some drama about that from viewers who probably didn't hear the multiple times it was explained. So I'll do that now. So again, there's no confusion here. But throughout the whole trial, from the beginning, Alita and I talked about streaming this case. She said she wanted to do it. I said I was going to stream it on my channel, but I had no interest in like taking the panel or fighting over the panel or anything. And I have consistently encouraged people to participate in her stream. And then if they want to pop over to mine, great, cool.
See?
No need to do that. But if you want to,
Working
fine. I'm going to be streaming. You wanna say
together,
hi,
doing
come
their
say hi.
thing.
And I am
Have
100% okay with that.
good time.
That's how, and that's how we kind of have organized this. Now, some people thought that meant that she was stealing people, and I've tried to explain over and over that's not the case
No, some people
at
just like
all.
to see other people.
at all in this situation, and there's no animus or malice there. Okay, so to be very clear on that, is again, I'm going to tread through this carefully because this isn't about individual people, and that's what's at the core
Never
of this
is.
message.
It's about
There's one
these
individual
weird
involved
communities.
in your success navigating social network business, and that's you.
Say
It's
it
your
like
name,
you mean
brand,
it.
and business is always you at the end of the day. It's your ass hanging on your words. It's the only time ass to mouth is appropriate because it's your ass hanging from your mouth. And so whatever else you
Never
do,
truer
where you
words.
put yourself is where your ass ends up. And that's on you. So that's the critical thing. So again,
So
everybody
never
else
be
in this is
anybody else's
incidental
problem except
to
for your
what
own.
I'm saying. And so even though there are people in particular situations,
So positive
it's not
right here.
about these individual people because
This
this
inspired
will
me
happen
to create my channel.
100% of the time. 100% of the time, this will happen in an online community where money gets involved. 100. Okay? Run from them.
Love the Rackets phrasing. Yes,
Run
it
from
is so spot on.
online communities when money is involved.
Wait, can I be the drama?
Okay, so
No, you're not.
the specifics of what happened today are yesterday. Time zones make this weird, but yesterday during court proceedings, right? There was a moment with a TMZ reporter and Elaine, the lawyer, where Elaine accused the TMZ reporter of seeking his 15 minutes of fame by coming and testifying for Johnny Depp. And he said, I could accuse you of the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client. It was a mic drop.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Taiko drum power move moment. And everybody reacted the same way. Oh shit. Like it was the oh shit moment. It was beautiful. Is exactly the thing. It's like that's the dramatic tension breaking punch to the fucking mouth that you want in a trial. That's exactly it. It was great. It's exactly what you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. Such a good moment that everybody reacts. Even like Elaine is sitting there with this look on her face. It wasn't anger.
Hey, you take
It was
care
like,
too, buddy.
Oh, I got my
Take care
ass
of yourself.
kicked.
It's good seeing you.
It was perfect. Now, over her shoulder on the camera was
Thank
this
you,
guy,
Elizabeth.
this shoulder,
Appreciate
DUI
it.
guy. This
Yes.
shoulder,
This
James
right
from
here
Court.
is what helped me so much.
Two people who've been sacrificing a ton
Seeing
of their
this guy right
time
here
to go into
really
this
inspires
to
keep away from the drama. And you don't realize it
stand
until
in
you get in the
lines
drama
overnight and then to go into court. Now they've been getting
They can
rewarded.
go
DUI guy hit
haywire.
200,000 subs today. I think 204,000, something like that. Subs today. James from Court has built a Twitter account that has,
Daryl Brooks was
well over
very
30,000
wild.
followers out of literally nothing. So they've gotten something out of it, but they are still doing something that's really fucking unpalatable, which is going and waiting in line and not coming out with like an iPhone or something, right? Like they're not going home to play Battlefield after standing in line overnight. They're going into a fucking courtroom to sit for 9 hours and be bored. So they've built something out of it. They've been doing this. And when those reactions came out, that alerted some people in this nolawtube community. It didn't sit well with them. Now, personally, I don't think there's anything at all that was wrong with their reactions. There's nothing, there's no damage to integrity. There's nothing that James and DUI guy did that has anything different than literally everybody in the courtroom. And I think making any deal over it is just nonsensical. That's my personal opinion. So with that, Alita for sure. And then I believe a couple other people. I'm not entirely sure on this, so forgive me if I misname someone, but I believe it was Kurt and Hoglaw, all three of whom I like.
Names sound familiar, don't they?
Believed that was maybe below the stature of a lawyer, and Law and Lumber may have been involved in that too. I'm not. Was it Hogan and Rob? It was Rob and Hogue, not Kurt and Hogue. Okay, so Rob and Hogue.
No, he wasn't going to go anyway.
Again,
he was doing.
It's not about the
vacation.
individuals, right?
That was just.
It's not about the individuals.
Watch out for what the clip.
And please do not jump on these people.
A lot of times these clip people.
They are allowed to have an opinion about something.
Not true.
They are allowed to have an opinion that things should be a specific
half stories, half truths.
Okay,
get it right directly from
what happened
whoever
next.
it is.
That is the problem. All of them are allowed to say, not really comfortable with that kind of reaction in court or whatever.
Right.
But a step further was taken, and DUI guy and I believe James were excluded from participating in the Legal Bites live stream. Now, I don't know, because it's become this nolawtube center for this trial, if the Legal Bites live stream is Legal Bites or if it's nolawtube on Legal Bites. I don't know. And that's, to me, that's a problem, right? Like, so is it nolawtube on this channel, or is it Legal Bites plus people joining her? Which one is it? And I dare you to answer the question. I don't know.
That's fine, Rabbit. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Problem. Okay, so whatever reason,
it was
DUI guy was excluded.
Wonderful
from this
a
show
year
because of his reaction.
A year of this.
Legal Bites said some words.
It's hard to believe they've been doing it this long.
This is not a verbatim quote, but it's pretty
and I
damn
appreciate
close.
Every single one of you folks.
When we send lawyers
most
to a
definitely
courtroom, we expect
you're a gem and
something
awesome.
Better, more professional. I'm not sure where it goes, but the focus became from the external community, from everybody watching, focused in on these we words, we. So suddenly, and DUI guys seem to take umbrage with that, because he's like, wait, no one sent me to court. I chose to
be
go
there.
To court.
Right.
That was my thing to do. I'm doing my thing. And lawyers are oftentimes not like alpha male, beta male, alpha personalities in the traditional sense, not in the sense of masculinity, femininity, but in the assertive, self-interested, self-driven sense. You could call us narcissistic assholes because it's usually true. So DUI is like, wait, I do my own shit. Fuck you type thing. And this blows up into this nasty fucking mess between DUI guy and Legal Bites. But more importantly, it's like the viewers who are watching this are sectioning off and fighting about it. I mean, there are Reddit threads about this that call me the Pope of nolawtube.
Jesus.
Whatever the fuck that even means.
Now you know where the Pope came from.
There's all sorts of weird stuff going on in this case, or in this instance. But it clearly struck chords with people. Now, as for me, my policy has pretty much always been, I don't disassociate with anybody until they disassociate with me. If they disassociate with me, okay, that's cool. Fine by me. If they come after me further, okay, well, we'll fight back. But I don't have any interest in disassociating with anybody. Networking is networking. People are, don't take this the wrong way, but other creators are resources for you, and you're a resource for them. You have ideas. You have an audience. You have all of these things that are useful to someone, and they're similarly useful to you. So burning assets doesn't make sense
Never.
unless you have a good reason to do it. So for me, I don't engage in that. And my policy is the same. So I let DUI guy know very politely that he's welcome to come on my show during the and report on the jury stuff. And he eventually did. He ran his own stream for a while, probably because of all the bullshit that was going on. But he did come on the show. James from court came on the show, had them on, had their reporting. Very appreciative of it. It was great. So that's how I do things. But all day you've had this specter over Legal Bites' channel, and people really, really angry with her to the tune of something like she's been gaining 6,000 subs a day and lost
good growth.
I think she gained about 2,000 and then lost about 8,000.
Ooh.
I don't know where it's at right now. I don't know that that's important. I mean, I guess I could look.
This is shout out to Larry.
It's pretty stable at that number. So she ended up at a net negative 6,000 from what I saw today.
Well,
so lot of people have reacted very, very negatively towards this. Didn't like.
Let me explain this real quick. This isn't about LawTube. This isn't about where you were at or what you were doing. That's not what this is about. Okay. So in every community you're going to run into drama, no matter what. It's always going to happen. Whenever you run into drama, try to stay away from it. It's toxic to everybody. It doesn't serve good purpose to anybody. Drama is just that. It's drama, causes drama, creates great content. It's about drama. It's not about this particular case. It's a lesson. And I think that Rekieta, was very, very good at explaining this kind of drama. He's been in a couple of different communities. Before the LawTube stuff, there was a bunch of other things that he was involved in. If you want to know what those are, just find out from Nick. He can explain those much better than I can. And those communities blew up similarly. So he's talking about this from the same aspect. That he's seen it happen multiple times. Enter at your own risk. We missed James from court. Yeah. This is why I'm never on Discords. Exactly. Everyone made mistakes, so just get over it and move on. Exactly. That was the point right there. Everyone made mistakes. Move over it. Move on. Everybody, there's a time and a place to have, all of those weird things. To quote Nick's, communities will always eat their own. Drama is everywhere. There is no LawTube. I have my friends, but I am not part of any community. Exactly. Have your friends and keep them close. You know, that's very, very, very good advice. Yeah, beautiful stuff. And you know, this helped me out so much. I love it.
Like it didn't sit well with them. And what didn't sit well? I mean, I think you guys know. I think you know what. Someone says, Jesus Christ, the Spectre over her channel, get a grip. Pig Riser, it's been all day. All day, people have been talking about this fucking thing. During the last day of the Johnny Depp trial, a big portion of the people watching amongst these 3 streams have been talking about this, and thousands of people have taken an adverse action to it. So yeah, I would say Spectre over the channel. There's a Spectre, not like Spectre, like my Discord moderator. Spectre, is he even a moderator? I don't even know. Not like Spectre from my Discord. That would be autism over the channel. That's not happening. This is something else. There's a funk and a fug about it. It sucked the energy out of a lot of people, and this like hashtag justice for DUI guy thing takes over. It's very distracting from everything.
Yep.
Right. And the reason that this bothered so many people is because now we've created an in-group and an out-group, and we've nominated, for lack of a better word, an enforcement arm. This is the problem. Someone has been disciplined from a group of individual creators. How the fuck do you even discipline someone? Like what is that?
Mm-hmm.
And there was discussion about it, and some people had agreement over it, and other people disagreed. But for lack of a better word,
oh, absolutely,
the
Rabbit.
DUI guy was disciplined
I'm with
for
you.
reacting in court in the way that the entire gallery reacted. I cannot say that a juror looks at DUI guy going and is swayed by his facial expression over everyone around him making the same expression. So I'm not sure what the issue is. So with that said, now we've got this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we say about it? Oh, and let's get to this one other thing that kind of plays into this, or that plays into this. Actually, I think very heavy. Let's see. Where was I'll explain this fucking tweet. Okay.
I think it's awesome.
So here's the LawTube top 10 2022 winners, right? Emily Baker, Nate Brody, David Freiheit, Viva Frey, Larry Foreman, DUI guy, Robert Jovia, is formerly Robert Gruler, Joe Neerman, Good Logic, Alita, Legal Bites, Rob, Law and Lumber, Nick Rekietalaw, Ian Runkle the Bailey. Now, this thing came out a little while back. It did not receive a bunch of attention. I just ignored it. Someone, it's nice. Someone puts you on a
list.
Think you're good at something. Cool. Whatever. But this is there.
Oh, that's funny. Open the idler body up.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
Update. The LawTube Top 10 Award Committee.
Open up the idler body. Okay.
Come on now. Was recently made aware of an incident involving one of our 2022 winners. An incident? Members of the LawTube community reported. Who are these? Who are the members of the LawTube community? Is that the audience? Is that the streamers? Like, who
Rock
is?
Springs.
What even is that? That one of our winners made an outburst. Underline. Well, it's a link, I guess. While seated in the gallery of the Depp versus Heard trial, if the allegations are true, they may have violated the judge's order, reflecting poorly on the LawTube community.
Oh,
Fucking kill me immediately.
nice to be on a
Like,
non-fed
end
list.
it- End it
Right, Mo.
all. What is this shit? What
That is
this
so
shit?
true, Mo.
Out of an abundance of
So true.
caution, the award committee has decided to revoke their award. However, the individual will remain eligible for future awards so long as they refrain from future outbursts. The good news is that we get to name Richard Hogue to the 2022 LawTube Top 10. Hey, yay! I'm sure he's happy about that. Real quick, to dispel anything, to dispel this immediately, I can basically guarantee you that Richard Hogue had nothing to do with it. All right?
It's probably true.
And I'm pretty sure that Legal Bites and I can't think of a single person on this list who would have anything to do with this paragraph at all. But it immediately makes Richard Hogue look bad, which is Richard and I get along. We have probably some pretty interesting disagreements, like politically and stuff like that. We get along great. I respect him. He respects me. Everything's fine. Wonderful. I don't think he wanted this at all. But look at what has happened now. Look at what has happened. Now there's this weird fucking thing. So here's back to my tweet. Please immediately remove me from this list. And people may misunderstand why. So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. It has nothing to do with the people in the LawTube group. I like all of them. I like them all. They're great. Couple, Runkle's in the chat, Robert Barnes in the chat.
Yep.
All these people are a collection of education, knowledge, and an individual charm that is valuable and interesting and worthy of, not one of them in the bunch that I, don't want to talk to from time to time. So it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with now I'm suddenly in a community that is deciding proper behavior of other community members and implementing multiple levels of punishment. Fuck off with that. I want nothing to do with that. And let's be really fucking clear on something here. Whatever DUI guy did in that courtroom.
Whatever DUI guy did in that courtroom. Oh my gosh. Oh my. The best part about this is.
Hello guys, it's Jovan, and you know what time it is? Disco time.
Hey, Baker.
I thought we were going on and having beef with everyone.
Beef? No. Why would I have?
I saw Mo was out here looking for the drama llama, so I wanted to come on and be honest.
Yeah, go ahead. Be honest.
Well, we have 10 people watching right now. Should I spill the beans of who I have the most beef with on YouTube? I've been doing this for a little over a year, and
Sure.
one person is really, really setting it off on me.
I don't know. Maybe they can. Everybody can spread the word out. We're about to have drama. My God.
It's going to be some of the worst. Rekietalaw will be. I won't call it peanuts because peanuts will be too salty, but still, it's going to be close. It's going to be some of the worst drama we will ever have on the YouTubes.
The worst drama we ever had on the YouTubes. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued now. Now you've got my interest peaked. Drama, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Get ready to clip this, Farrell. It's going to be so bad that people will be talking about this Forget DMs. Forget anything else. This is really T-Rex. Even me calling you 25 years old yesterday will be nothing compared to this.
He looks 25. Don't you mess with my T-Rex, man. We'll have words.
Like they said in Bad Boys 2. Oh, I can't say that word. Looks 50. I'm just people were looking for drama. There will be drama.
Yes, always.
And I'll jump off right after because I'll start a flame war and step away, and then everyone else can break down. Do you know who it is? Can you guess who it is? It's Jamie.
Man,
Jamie is too damn cute to be online with me.
that is true.
It hits all the wrong spots on me. That cute woman. She's too cute to. It can't be true. She must be hiding something. It's really. And when she looks at you with those lashes,
Oh,
it's driving me insane.
it always will.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
what are we gonna do about this?
can we get her to swear or do something bad?
That takes money.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're wanting to get Jamie to do something really, really, really bad, you can donate to her lash fund, so those lashes just get longer and more luscious.
Yeah, that's the problem because all the longer the lashes, the more adorable Jamie gets. And when I started a year ago, I thought YouTube was filled with kind of bad people sometimes and backstabbers. And who do we have out here who's always willing to go an extra mile? Who's always willing to jump on a stream at 8 in the morning or at 8 at night? It's Jamie. She is too good for this world. It's and we can share her. That's the best part.
Well, they thought for sure you were going to start beef with Junior again.
No, because Junior have said it that she don't like compliments, so it's not beef to say that.
True.
She's her burrito didn't look good yesterday.
No, it didn't.
I'll flame everything today.
Yeah.
Everything's good. I won't flame Mo because Mo could beat me up.
Yeah, Mo scares me.
Yeah,
she's a mom of like 20 kids
that we know of.
Yeah, that she knows of.
Yeah, and when she can wrangle that, well, the dog cheated her. It was a little bit bigger than she expected, but
True.
with the feral one and the second feralist one, and still being able to do some of the best content on YouTube, she scares me.
Yeah. That's why I don't give Mo a hard time.
Nope.
No.
And but that was my beef on the internet today. It's Jamie because
Jamie
she is too adorable.
She is.
It's kind of like a Disney princess. It can't be real, but still it is.
Oh, look Mo's like we're warming her heart, cooling her soul.
Yeah.
I know I'm right. Contractually obligated to make fun of Jess because I've been too nice to her. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think we should all just start giving her. Jessica is such a pretty lady. Oh, and she makes such great content.
I know.
I really like Jessica because that will hurt her more than we're talking bad about her.
You know she's gonna come for you. She's payback's gonna be hell, especially tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll be sleeping.
You'll wake up and then you'll jump on it and we'll beat fluffy teddy bears all over the place.
Yeah, and then I will have the army of Jamie's standing next to me saying, "How could you talk bad about our queen?" And I'm sad, but the truth has to be said. Jamie is absolutely adorable and one of the best. She's the best co-host anyone because she is she's unselfish. She just wants to come on to people's channel and have fun and entertain people, and she doesn't demand anything for it.
I know.
So
No,
that's
something's got to be wrong with her.
yeah. But I think it's just because she has a big heart.
I think so too. She has brought a lot of life into my life. Yeah, does that make sense? You know.
Yeah, because when she starts giggling at some very inappropriate time, you just can't help that. No matter how bad the case is, you just feel a little warm inside.
Yeah.
Because when Jamie breaks, it's a good day.
I love it when Jamie breaks.
Yeah, but I just wanted to make some fake drama because everyone is always so full of drama, going around stabbing each other in the back.
Yeah, there's no need for that. There's enough heartache in the world, and I mean that was my point for showing this. Is like, you know, all of the weird little drama things that you run into in any sort of community, and it's going to happen. I mean, it's unavoidable. Those little things are always going to happen. There's always going to be somebody that has some issue with something that somebody said somewhere about something. And the best part of it is you don't have to engage in it. If you don't engage in it, it ends up being like this beautiful, peaceful place, and they end up just fighting with themselves. There's nothing more fun than watch. Go ahead. Sorry.
As I always said back when I was in politics, when you're up behind there stabbing me in back, you can kiss my imagine there's no heaven. But no, there will always be ankle biting, as Drex calls it, because everyone wants to have your audience, have your show, have your, and that's what I really like about most of the people I've been streaming with. Everyone is different, and everyone works well together, and I like it.
Right.
It's Mo and I doesn't see each other all week long because we're always streaming at the same time. And there's nothing better than meeting up with Mo on Saturdays because we can just get our freak fly.
Exactly. And it has nothing to do with anything. It's just you found like this little group that you enjoy doing things with. You see each other once a week. It's sort of like a break away from all of it, and that's why I enjoy my Sundays with Diva so much, because you know it's just like this little break in the middle of a long weekend or at the end of a long weekend, knowing that you're going to have to go back on a Monday, and just makes it so enjoyable just having that little respite. And you know, having Rabbit come in there and tell me, dude, don't do the smexy talk. It's not good. See, we look out for each other in this little space that we've got here. I would still want to get Jamie on for one of those readings. I think it would be so much fun.
Yeah, when she just uncontrollably starts cackling in the middle of it because it's too funny.
I know.
That's no. I just wanted. Is it your 1 year celebration or is it just the 1 year of the Legal Bites saga?
No, it's 1 year celebration. I think the Legal Bites stuff. I mean, this particular one I think was recorded back in May or something like that of at some point in time. But I mean, all that drop. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe this is just a reload upload from Rekieta or something like that. But yeah, I mean, initially this was you know, part of the drama that was happening with all of the little law tubers and stuff like that. And Nick, like I said before, he's been part of multiple, you know, small little communities, and he's seen this stuff happen before, and it's going to happen again. It will. And this was very inspiring to me. For him at the time that he put this out, it was like, wow. And then of course, you know, take that a few bit later and you find yourself in the middle of drama, and then you get people that come up and say, dude, do you want to be a drama channel? If you want to be a drama channel, stay with the drama. Keep
Yeah.
it up, and you'll get all the drama that you could ever want.
Yeah, and you're going to be a very successful, short-lived channel. And
Yes.
talking about people you could have drama with, MJ is in chat. She's also suspiciously cute when you see her on videos.
I know. I can't understand it. How does
No,
she?
and
how does she?
she's from Australia. We can't trust that to begin with. A country that
'cause she-
doesn't exist.
Well, no, it's because she's walking upside down.
Oh yeah, that could be.
It is. I'm telling you. You start walking upside down, weird things happen all the time.
Yeah, but no, drama will come and knocking, because someone will always think, why am I not growing at that rate? Why am I not? Why am I getting 50 viewers when Shizzy is getting 100? But that's the wrong way to. And I think I've said this like 1,000 times. If you enjoy what you're doing,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
stick to that. Don't try. I couldn't do any 3D printing. I can barely sit here and talk for 5 minutes without saying something stupid. But
Wow, I say stupid all the time.
yeah,
Don't worry about it.
MJ, we will hold it against you. You and Jamie are suspiciously cute, and that's the drama we are bringing today.
Mhm. It's
Too
all
much
about you.
cuteness.
Yeah. So you've got your how is that little trial coming along over there?
Oh, David is taking over now. I was just
Just
filling in because he had the court. I don't know if he needs me tomorrow. I'm still trying to get to Germany, but I got the invite to court. I was just making my coffee ready to go when they called me, and it was quite lucky because she called me 90 minutes earlier than they normally did. The other layman knew one of the people in the case, so we had to get another substitute in. So that was quite good.
Why? So much aggravation. Yeah, so he didn't take over on yours. I'm gonna have to change my redirects then.
Yeah, you have to set it up today because
okay, I'll do that.
I jumped off.
Well, it's good to know because it would have redirected to you, and then it probably would have redirected.
Yeah,
to
they
you.
would have thought, why is there? Mo, the Smexiness is it's a Sunday stream. You should get in on that. We still need to do a reading of the Sergeant Dumb letters from the Texas case we had.
Yeah. I still need it. I started a stream with Mo and wasn't able to keep up with it. I really need to do one with her.
Yeah, she is amazing.
She is absolutely amazing.
And another one who just slots right into a stream. If she's on with Megan, if she's on with me, if she's on with Dave, if she's on with Nick, she just fits right in. She's really good at, and that's what you kind of have to be on YouTube, kind of a chameleon, and feel, okay, this is the energy in this chat, this is the energy in this, and she's really good at it. She should be way more, way bigger. She is.
Oh yeah, way bigger than any of us, most definitely. Yeah, because I was sitting there thinking, you got so many different folks out here doing different styles and different things. I still cover trials. I still do, the print streams and hang out and do stuff with the Reloaded. And it's sort of finding your place. Once you find your place, it doesn't matter the amount of subs that you have, the amount of followers you have, the amount of super chats, all of that stuff doesn't matter because you're just doing your thing. You're hanging out. You're enjoying things like this. Just being. None of the other stuff matters. It just sort of goes away.
And T-Rex, you're right. At some point, someone will make drama because you're filming while driving. It's clearly against some rule. There will always be someone who's
Yeah.
and I think much of it comes from self-doubt. Because if you don't, a lot of people maybe. I started doing this covering Danish politics because no one did that. And I needed something to talk to. And I've been watching a lot of trials, and I've been doing court work as a layman for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, well, it's super easy. I watched Rekieta, I watched Vices. You just sit there and talk. But then I did my first one, and then I figured out, oh my freaking god, you really have to be on, because today I peaked out at like 78 people, and that means a lot of new people because yesterday I was like 61 at peak. So a lot of new people comes in. So I have to be the guy who remembers everything in the trial so I can tell people. And I know I have a weird brain, so I store it and throw it out when the case is over. But if you just think that trial streaming, some people do this, turn on the trial and then you just do this.
Yeah, just sit there.
And come back at break and say, well, yeah, that was a trial. We'll be back after lunch.
Yeah, I've seen it. I have seen it. My God.
Oh, the expert talking. I have beef with the expert.
Yeah, let's talk beef with expert.
Yeah.
Mine
have you
is,
seen how cute that
is,
guy is?
It's too damn cute.
Him, Jamie, and MJ, and Mo.
We
have a lot of beef on this channel.
We've got to do something about that. I don't know what it is, but we got to do something to make that kind of craziness go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need more.
Expert is one that really, helped me out quite a bit in talking with me and saying, like I was saying earlier, of saying, hey, you want to be a drama channel? Then stay, then do drama. That's entirely up to you. He didn't discourage me. He didn't say anything, bad or anything like that. He just was like, hey, you want to be a drama channel? Be a drama channel. Nothing wrong with that. There's lots of people that do it. So he's good people. And
yeah, and that's I just had my one year birthday as well.
That's right.
And it was on our Veterans Day actually, and you're sitting here and thinking, even though a year in YouTube, that's a long time in real world time, because most YouTube channels doesn't make it a year.
It's true.
And you're sitting here thinking, what did I learn the first year? I learned that I don't understand why people watch me. And secondly, I learned that there are so many super nice people out here. You will have a few llamas clopping around in the background, but you meet nice people like the expert MJ, you, MG, Dave, Nick, all of these people. And I find that most people are very selfless on YouTube. It's not like I give you one, you give me one. It's just, yeah, I like you. We could do a talk about something, like we did. We just had a talk one day, and I said, well, if you want to get some viewing hours, you can piggyback off me because I like you, and we had good chemistry.
I enjoyed that so much, and
yeah.
Expert made a very fine point, and I'm doing these co-streams with Reloaded, which I'm absolutely enjoying, and I'm not going to change that up now because we've been doing it for a bit. But doing these streams like this is also helpful if person takes it the other day for their channel, and then there's no co-stream. the co-stream works really well on helping somebody get to the point, if they're like, listen, I need to get some more watch hours or things like that. Co-streams work really well. But at some point you're sort of splitting your audiences, and that it can be stressful, I think, on your audience itself, because then they're having to go,
Yeah,
well,
because
it's
you're
over.
constantly sitting here saying, "Oh, you should go to Shishi's. No, you should come back to mine. You should go to Shishi's. You should go."
Right.
That's why we did a week together, and I did a week with Valhalla, and I've done with Mo, and you can only
Grow so
do that
much.
for some point, and then it's actually better to say, well, if we're gonna do a week, and you want to split it, do a week co-hosting on or a day co-hosting on your channel, then my channel, your channel, my channel. That would be better, because people want to stay where they come in. And expert asked me if I have thought about what you have taught people in the last year. I've taught people that it's possible to be this bad at English and still do it all the time. And and
Your English is better than mine most days.
and you can go from this to this in only 22 years. So that's my lesson to people. Don't start YouTube. You go from looking like you're a member of Boyzone to this.
Yeah, don't join YouTube. Don't do it. It's full of heartache, pain. Who needs it?
Don't tell my heart, my achy,
breaky heart.
Just don't think it understand. No, and Tira, well, thank you. I'm not that intelligent, but I'm really good at talking, because I really don't have no shame, so I just talk. And
pretty much
one of my first really blow up streams was my talking about my, and I didn't have that. I think I had like 17 viewers, but I feel like that was kind of where people thought, well, this guy is someone we're gonna go back to. Was when I told about my catastrophic prom night in the US with a girl who just got a basketball scholarship. And remember, on a good day, I'm 5'11", and I haven't been 5'11" since I got my back operation. So
what got you completely like fired up? I mean, what is it that gave you the drive to even jump on the YouTube? What was it that you decided that, what was the catalyst for it?
I missed my dad. We had a national election coming up, and my mom was active in politics in my entire life. She got me into politics, even though we were from way different parties, which also taught me the respect of different opinions. But since my mom died right before I had to try and get reelected to city council. That went up in flames in a big way, and I got really disillusioned by politics. And then me and my dad always talk politics. And I just missed my dad to talk politics with. Because I like to talk politics. I've been in the game for 15, 20 years. So I thought, well, I can do analysis on YouTube. I watched Stick Sex and Hammer. Thought I could do that. I'll never have my face on. I'll just be an avatar, and I'll sit there and analyze debates. And then I thought, well, that's kind of a bit boring just to analyze debates that was on TV. So maybe I'll reach out to some of my friends who are running in the national election and say, well, do you want to come on and talk about, I'll give everyone a fair shake, no matter what party you're on. It's not going to be a gotcha. It's going to be you and I talking for like 15, 20 minutes, however long you want to go, where you can just serve up your platform. And I had two people that one I used to be in city council with, another one I ran for city council with. And it got okay. I got some of the biggest Danish politics videos during the election cycle by a non-party or non media YouTuber, actually, I got bigger than most parties. And that's
Isn't that weird how that works?
yeah, but no one does it. So I thought, well, I'll do it. And then I was sitting when it ended, and I did my Monday updates where I did the poll run through, and then I really wanted to do something else, and I was in Dave's chat a lot, and he started noticing me because I talked about being a layman, and he said, "Well, come on, if you have you have a channel, come on and we'll talk." And I talked a bit with him and found out, well, I actually can communicate on a first degree, class, not first class, like. I can't speak English. I wanted to say that I could speak English, even though I can't. And then I thought, well, I can do some of the stuff in English, no problem. It's no problem to speak English. And then I started getting into it, and yeah, I had some rough days. And you have, as you said, you have to. And as T-Rex said, people think you're just sitting here and looking at the camera, but you know how it is. You have 3 screens running. You have the trial. You have 3 control panels. You have Rumble. You have YouTube. You have YouTube control panel. You have to see if your chat is demonetized. You have to follow the chat, because what I found out is people really like to interact doing streams. And then I met Jamie, and Jamie and I were like peas in a pod together, because I'm a talker. She's a commenter. So she just comes in when she has something to say. I never stop speaking unless I start the stream, because I just talk a lot. and then I just start doing it, and now I have that feeling that I should be doing it, and I think that's a better feeling to have than I have to do it.
Yes, that is mostly true. That
I burn myself out a lot too. I'm really bad at saying no. When you send me a link and I wake up at like 3 a.m. and you're going and I have a link and I think I'll just pop on for 5 minutes.
Pop in for 5 minutes, no biggie.
Yeah.
I got this.
And but that's again because I really like it. My kids are grown. I'm single. I lost a lot of friends when I was married, and I'm on early retirement because of my injuries. So you don't meet that many people. So I thought, well, I got a lot of internet friends.
I feel that I've got a lot more internet friends than I do in real life in the 3D world. And then I realized all of my internet friends are in the 3D world also. So it's an interesting place to be, where you're just like, yeah, all of these people that I talk to on the internet, they're real people. They're real friends. They're not just this this YouTube blah 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 thing. Why does he keep giving me these weird things?
Well, you have some people that you might feel like you click real well with online, but you have that feeling thinking, well, we probably shouldn't have a beer together. That won't be that fun. But but because you can have a great online chemistry, but you can just feel that, well, maybe we won't be having that much fun in the real world. And when Dave asked me and Nick if we want to meet on the ferry, I was like, oh, cool, because I felt like, yeah, those would be cool guys
for a while.
Yeah, and I thought that they would be cool guys to hang out with, and it was some of the most entertaining 3 or 4 hours I have had in a long time. Especially because Dave looked at a beer in the restaurant and he was drunk already. Because it was just fun that meeting some guys, and you know how you have the trepidations. Who are they? Because we are all ourselves turned up to 11. I won't date Shizzy. I'm more like a one night stand guy. But then you meet them and we sit down, have a beer, and we talked for 4 hours, no stop, no nothing, and we talked about everything, and I was so amazed by it, and that's why Junior talked about that I should go to Matsuri next year, and we could hang out, and a lot of people have said, "Oh, you should be coming to the US." I'm probably not going to be allowed in, but I thought, well, maybe we are the odd ones out who's not getting into beef whenever we get a beer, because everyone is backstabbing and ankle biting. Because I feel like I think you and I could have a great old time over.
Yeah.
I won't drink a Bud Light like you, but I'll drink a
Bud
real beer.
Light? Ooh, no, that's Valhalla. Valhalla's a Bud Light guy.
Yeah.
I have not drank a light beer in Jesus 25 years, I think. The last one I had was Milwaukee's Best. That thing gave me a headache. I have not had a light beer since then.
Yeah, Miami Spice. It was a really amazing stream because it was real.
Yeah.
And you can tell that now we watched Rekieta earlier before I derailed everything with my JVP.
No, you're fine.
But you can see sometimes on these big shows, the people who are just in there to get the cloud and get out of there with 5,000 new members.
Yeah.
You can clearly see they are the ones sitting over in the corner like this all the time, trying to be noticed, and they only love you because you can get them somewhere.
What you can do for them.
Yeah, I haven't looked at my numbers for a while. I blew up because I had Turtle Boy on.
Yeah, I think that was the last time that you looked at your numbers, because you were curious just how, because your chat was off the freaking rails, and you're like, well, how did it go? I mean, you're always wanting to make sure that you're doing something better than you did prior. You want your next stream to be better than your last stream, always. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, but yeah, of course it's nice that I'm advertised now because I'm over 1,000, but still, I never wanted that. I wanted 50 viewers by the end of this year. That was my goal.
Right.
And Jacob, I'm looking at you. I'm the captain now. I'm the captain.
Hey, Jacob. Jacob, good to see you, brother. Jacob's good people.
But of course it's nice if I get a little extra income so I can pay off all the setup, because it's not cheap to do what we do, even though the quality is that low. But and I never got in this game to become the next Rackets or I tried for a while to become the next Belle Delphine, but my OnlyFans just went nowhere.
Your OnlyFans. Oh no, I did not get into this to become famous at all. I saw retirement coming, and it comes. I'm old, not old, but I'm getting there, and I know it, and so I saw retirement coming. And I'm like, I sort of wanted something to do, whenever it comes time that I can say, you know what, I'm done with all of the other shit, that I can just, happily retire, like pack up my spurs and go the hell home.
Yeah, that's the same idea I had, because again, I have as an early retiree, you have a lot of hours to fill in a day. And I fill it with being a layman, and then I filled it up with politics, and then I kind of just sat here because I had to help my dad when my mom went to the big sea and lost that one, and then I had to help him move, and I'm the only child living in the same city, and I was kind of keeping an eye on him, so that took a lot of time, and then all of a sudden, within half a year, he went from having a little bit of problem breathing to dying in my arms. And after that, I was kind of depressed, but that's why I went on this one. And
Yeah.
that helped me out, got me out of the groove. And I know a lot of people, because they get addicted to the numbers, to the drama, to the money, to the whatever. They get depressed being on here. But as I said earlier, when I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking, oh, should I jump on with MG? I don't think, oh my God, I have to stream in 8 hours.
No.
And that's a good. I might end up there. The Jesse Kursevsky case made me regret every single second I picked up that case. But the fun part is, I just found another case. I'm not like I'm just gonna lie in a ditch for 2 days and cry.
No. Why would you? I've seen that with other people that, they have a bad stream or they have a bad experience, whatever, and they go, oh, I'm never doing this again. Mine is usually, my ass is so tired from doing this for however many hours that I don't want to look at a computer screen for another 3 or 4 days at least. But then I turn around and I do it again. I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. Yeah, I don't understand how somebody could be upset for doing what they enjoy doing. I mean, that's what this is supposed to be about. Having, a little bit of joy, a little bit of fun.
Levity.
Yeah, levity. There you go.
Yeah, but then I get the comments. Why are you laughing? It's I don't get why you're laughing. And I'm sitting here. That's the best part of the day. Do you know how many times I have had to pull down the cord because I had to look at things that wasn't that pleasant to look at?
Yeah.
Hearing Jamie giggle 5 seconds later makes my day.
Yes, I felt the same way. We had just that trial that we did not too long ago.
Watch what T-Rex just put in.
T-Rex. Breaking news. 2 Arkansas men arrested for aggravated assault after pew-pewing each other with bulletproof vests. Sorry.
Were they brothers / cousins / uncles?
Oh my gosh. That is too funny. And they are, of course, from Arkansas. So what do you expect? Yeah. It happens.
All the what do we say, bad stereotypes you have about Americans, sometimes they get fulfilled. It's often in Florida or Alabama or Arkansas or something, someplace like that. I don't know why.
Georgia, it's how it goes.
Yeah, Wisconsin has been really hot lately. They had 3 major cases in a week.
I don't think that they're really hot. I just think that there's a lot of they can get people in the courtroom, so it's made it a little bit easier to handle some of these cases or bring some of these cases to light. I don't think that they're any hotter than they were before. Okay.
Well, I think it's cray most of it, but
yes,
seriously, it's 8:30. I finally had not finally. I did it yesterday too. I had an early night, so I'll go watch a little bit of Wrexham on the TV, and then I'll go to bed early. And if Dave needs me tomorrow, I'll be there, or I'll probably not go to Germany and buy some marzipan.
Well, on that, just remember, don't go chasing Jamie like this.
Well, that's how I look every time we're in the green room before a show. And And she says, please stop. Please be professional. That's another beef I have with her. So, yeah. But see you, champ. And he muted himself. He does that a lot. Chat, have fun. Someone else jump on and entertain Shizzy while he's printing. You're not muted anymore.
You have a good one, brother.
I think you're in the wrong microphone.
It's giving me a hard time. It's StreamYards does this all the time.
Okay, because mine screwed up when I came back. I had a feedback, and I saw that the Steel Series had an update, and I tried to update it, and it seemed to it went away.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Bye.
Bye. Do this real quick. I'm sorry about that, folks. My StreamYard's acting funky, so I'm going to exit this real quick. You'll still see my fingers here, but I won't hear you. Give me a second. All right, I should be back. That's always fun. Whenever a guest is trying to say goodbye, and then your StreamYard goes wonky on you. So, well, thank you again, Baker, for stopping by and giving me that support. I appreciate you, brother. It's wonderful. I mean, we have such great people around here. I mean, it's you guys in chat. It's you guys just being you. That you guys make us better at what we do. Whatever that is. we can be difficult and persnickety and aggravating all at once. And you guys really make us much better. Make us or more persnickety. One of the two, something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Mo in the deep end. Hey, babe. Goodbyes are hard. Yes, goodbyes are always hard. These all of you fine folks, we've got the best little group community out there doing all of this stuff. You are what make our experience on the YouTubes enjoyable. And make us, whenever we do our streams, worthwhile doing those streams for. It's you, chat. We enjoyed you. Moved it to T. Mode deep in. Hey, babe. Hey, expert. How you doing, brother? So we'll go back to what we were showing here earlier and let you guys enjoy a little bit more of why we don't have or don't appreciate the drama.
Pales in comparison to what I say every day and every single night on this show. It pales in comparison. He had a ooh face in court. It pales to what I do. So why am I not excluded from the group? This is the problem. Now we have a politics issue, a group politics issue, not a Republican Democrat. Now I've got a group politics issue. Why am I not kicked out? So I say to me, I kick me out because I won't be involved in kicking someone else out. I'm not their dad. I'm not their boss. I'm not their coworker. I'm me. And this is, I know this is a roundabout way to tell you this story and to give you this advice. And I've seen people say, get on with it, whatever.
Get on with it, Nick.
You are you, and your brand is you. And what you do with that brand, this is about success on YouTube. Jeremy talked about getting into YouTube success. Grab opportunity when it comes, ride it hard. I think you can pretty much tell several people in the quote unquote LawTube community have done that. Everybody's seen great growth. I've gained like 73,000 subscribers. I think it's been phenomenal for everybody. We're going to talk about what happens next in a minute and why this is important, but it's been great. You grab the opportunity, you run with it, you ride it. It's perfect. You ride it like you called Amber Heard fat and grabbed on. So you do that.
I'm sorry, that's just too funny.
When you get past that stage and you're now a thing, there's going to be a bunch of people who want your success. I'm not talking about other creators here. I'm talking about multi-channel networks. I'm talking about business opportunities that will get emailed to you, sponsorship things that come in, just people asking to borrow you, your brand, your numbers, whatever it is, for a minute. And that's going to, and you have to choose where all those things go. One of those things that will try to borrow from you is an online community. And in this case, this is an online community that involves money. And anybody watching along should realize that there's a ton of it at stake here, right? Like, I don't think it's any secret that the streams that people are doing are very profitable. It's a numbers game. If you have 70,000 people watching a stream, you're going to get a lot of people contributing by super chats just as a percentage. So there's a lot of money involved in that. And there's a lot of views to be had and spread around. There are people, Rob, Law and Lumber, he just created a channel. What, last month? Is he over 100,000 subscribers? His first video is 500,000 views,
Yep.
I think. No, wait. It might be over 1 million views. Law and Lumber. He's his first video.
If you don't know about Law and Lumber, he created a video, one video, and it had to do with the bed that, and we'll probably be covering that, I think, coming up in the next few days with Jessica and I. So he made a video explaining how it would have been impossible for this supposed knife to have done this sort of stabby thing into a bed. And that thing went viral, just absolutely viral. Because they were going to try to use that information to say that he tried to stab Amber Heard. And that right there was complete organic growth. You know, you'll hear people talk about organic growth and why some people explode and others don't. That right there is why. Because he created something that everybody wanted to see. And whenever you get, you know, what is it? I think there's like a small percentage of views per subs. Like, if you get I'm trying to think what one of my videos did. 1,000 views. You can expect maybe 10 subs, something like that, off of 1,000 views. But whenever you do something like 1 million views on it, you're going to get some attention. You're going to get somebody paying attention to you. They're going to want to see, you. They want it. They came to see you. That's organic growth. Drama caps itself. I feel you can't get beyond it. Yeah. Well, yeah. We're talking 1 million views. That's just an insane amount of people. I cannot imagine anything that I do ever hitting that level. Perfect example would be Baker. Another good example. He jumped an unbelievable amount. Textile wrap, as much slack as possible between motors and electronics used over the PD board. The PD board, not under. The PD board, not under. Okay. And that goes around. So that's going to go up. Yeah, got it. That's organic views. Searching point. Let's use a zip tie. Right attaching point. Got it. Get that there. Get that nice and tight, snug. Organic growth takes forever though. I only got like 155, 65. But how many views have you had? That's the curious question. How many views did you get to get those? Like my total amount of view hours, I think, is like amount of views is like somewhere in the 200,000, somewhere around in there. So, hell, 200 people is about where my content should be. I should have about 200 subs. That I have 500, that means I did something good along the way that got me more subs per views. So that'd be like 20%, something like that. So, that's what I'm talking about. That's like complete organic. That's a beautiful thing. And, there's ways that you can get around that kind of stuff. There's been plenty of people that do it, but the beauty of people that skirt around that kind of shit is they will always YouTube finds out they have their ways, and they are very harsh on those kinds of channels. They will remove them. They don't even give strikes on that. Or they give automatically 4 strikes. Watch hours to go. It feels like it takes forever. It does. Trust me. T-Rex. Oh, Melissa Jane. Yes, it does take forever. It feels like it. It absolutely does feel like it. Those watch hours, man. I am telling you, whenever I did mine, I did everything that I could just to get those watch hours happening. It was, I was getting close on the subs, and then I did a couple of streams with a couple of people that really pushed my algorithm like insane high. And my concern was that I wouldn't have the watch hours by the time I got my subs. That's what happened. But hell, you've got over 1,000 now. Good old words on stream, yeah. Mine was doing a lot of the 3D print streams, which Dave helped out quite a bit with. And that's one of the reasons why I sent him an invite today, because he was very instrumental in getting those watch hours. I mean, Dave's good people. He is a rarity. He's like a redhead, a unicorn. absolute unicorn. And it's always good to have people like that around you. They give you help whenever they can. People like Expert, with giving you advice to help you steer clear from doing stupid things. And it's I don't know. I'm very blessed with this community, with my wonderful subs that have come in, given their time and their energy and their eyeballs to the stuff that I'm doing. It's humbling. And I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing here. It's hard to tell because they've got all this stuff here on these things, and it looks like I've got zip ties up in there. That makes sense. So the zip ties they've got are doing. I'm wondering if I need to be on the outside of this. Looks like they've got these pieces zip tied up here. But we'll go back onto this right here.
Video's 1.2 million views. He's 129,000 subscribers. Dude created his channel a month ago.
A month.
His subsequent videos, 171,000, 137,000, 279,000, 154,000. Very quickly, he's making pretty decent cash on this side gig. It's great, by the way. That's a wonderful thing. But the potential to jump into this thing and pop up is clearly apparent to anybody who's looking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So these communities have this risk. It's going to sound so fucking awful. And I'm not putting this on anybody, of parasitism. Because there's symbiosis in collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, there's parasitism in community, not from an individual to another individual, but from the community taking in from the individuals and then distributing out to the community. It sounds like something that I don't typically like, right? It sounds like something I'm not a big fan of, which is communism. It sounds like you're taking away, and it's weird because you're not actually like taking anything. There's no contribution of money, but it's this time. It's this time and brand that gets lent into a thing, and that can be fine. You might value that. It could be a nice leverage point for you. It could be a support network. It could be a growth network. It could be all sorts of things. But at the end of the day, it's still you being attached and into a thing. And once you're in a thing, there becomes this need to figure out who's not in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who can't be in the thing. Because can everybody? For example, hypothetically speaking, can any lawyer start a YouTube channel and be in LawTube?
And then look at you now.
Anybody. Should the answer
all
be
these
yes?
other wonderful people.
More importantly, should the answer be no? What the hell even is it? If no, what's the criteria? What's the purity test?
Purity test.
What's the no true YouTuber fallacy that we apply to it? How do you manage and regulate the thing? Because remember, no one made this. It's just
organic.
Happened. It was a happy accident of people getting together. But now suddenly it's a thing. Who takes out? What's the cut? How's it distributed? Who has rights? As for me and my stream, parroting a Bible verse, I will serve the grift. I will serve the grift.
Serve the grift, Nick.
I like everybody I can think of who's in whatever it is called LawTube. I frankly don't even fucking know where that line is anymore, and I don't know who's in it. There's a bunch of
YouTubers are
new
pure.
people who have come into and out of various streams,
Got it.
and I don't know. I'm not. And I'm going to state that right here, which I don't know if that surprises people or not. I am not in LawTube. And I don't want to be in LawTube.
Nice.
Because I don't want anybody ever held responsible for my actions.
There you go. What truer words have ever been said?
Ever. And I'm not going to be responsible to answer for anyone else's.
There it is.
I worked my whole fucking life to not be beholden to somebody else, or at least as few people as possible. I'm beholden to a terms of service agreement on a couple websites, and that's too much. I'm not going to submit to any sort of community thing. That it just doesn't work for me. That's not saying other people can't do it. If other people want to do it, go build it. And I wish you much more success than I will ever have. But I will just be me doing my thing because I don't have time to do someone else's thing anymore. This is my official statement on this. I'm not in YouTube or in LawTube
YouTube.
or LegalTube or whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
All
Not
of
any part
them
of it.
far more success, and I pray that all of their decisions are far wiser than mine will ever be.
Yes.
I will always be happy with my modicum of wisdom keeping me where I belong, and that's with me. On that note, everybody from LawTube that I know of, whoever that is anymore, are as welcome today as they have been ever. And I value and appreciate any individual's contribution to my stream or invitation to theirs. So there you go.
There you go.
Now, and I'm almost done with this. I know this has been a long fucking monologue on this. And I really do thank you for this because, look, a brief aside. I jumped into YouTube from my law firm when I thought this is a risk, but I can make this work as a full-time profession, right? I chose that avenue and I jumped in. I seriously considered, I had to talk to my wife about it. I had to come up with some level of plan. I've been behind on that plan ever since, but I had to do this. This is my job. This is my business. When you run a business, and many of you are business owners, I know because I've seen the chats. When you run a business, you know that you think about your business all the time. It's always on your mind. This has been on my mind all day. So I thank you guys for letting me speak to this. But I'm trying to couch it as hopefully helpful advice and consideration for the many of you that want to get into this. And I think this is applicable all over the place, but I'm putting this specifically in YouTube. Here's the final point of this. The final point of this is that I remember the Vic case. I remember the Rittenhouse case.
Mm-hmm.
I remember everything I've done that has created the Comicsgate spikes. I remember these spikes, and I know what comes next. Johnny Depp ends tomorrow, effectively. And then there's a verdict jury day. And then there's some wrap-up videos and some remembrance streams and a bunch of circle jerks and a bunch of little party poppers or whatever, or whatever comes next. And then it's gone. It's over.
Stream's
A
done.
whole bunch of people with a whole bunch of interest in this Johnny Depp case, and I'm talking high
Oh, yeah.
percentages,
High.
are going to go back to all the work that they have to do in their regular lives. And there's not a Johnny Depp case going on for them to care about. And there's going to be more cases to cover for sure. There's more things.
There's
I'm going to
always
cover
gonna be
Nicholas
more
Cruz,
things.
the Parkland shooter, and his case, Judge Mommy. That'll be great. Lots of fun. But it's not going to be Johnny Depp. There's no way it's going to capture the nation like Johnny Depp has, because nothing has captured the nation like Johnny Depp has, as far as I can tell, since OJ. Now, there are some people who've been watching law longer than I have. Robert Barnes may have a different example, but I can't think of anything in my lifetime since OJ that has captured the attention of so many people, news outlets, and everything. There's just nothing fucking like it. Stuff that I thought would be like it isn't close. Rittenhouse isn't even close to Johnny Depp.
Nowhere near it.
So, now I know a bunch of you will be here. Don't get me wrong. Look, we've been doing this a long time. I know many of you will be here. You'll be watching other trial streams and daytime streams, but the overwhelming majority of people are going to go away. And when they do, all of this instant subscription stuff, all of these numbers, I watched it happen during Rittenhouse, or in the post-Rittenhouse era. Those subscribers don't translate into ongoing views when the issues resolve.
Yep.
And these big spikes in income are going to level off. And they're going to level off a lot lower than where they are. And things are going to get weird. Things are going to get really weird in a community. And here's my analogy for it. A bunch of people have showed up to COVID with a shitload of hand sanitizer. And everybody wanted hand sanitizer. Hand it out. You just hand it out. Me too. By the way, 16,000 people on a night stream is ridiculous, right? This is Johnny Depp. This is the product of that. During the day stream, 70, 80,000 people.
Yep.
Handing out hand sanitizer.
Night streams.
When COVID's over, you want hand sanitizer right now? Everybody's got hand sanitizer. Who fucking cares? Right? It's gonna be over. The pandemic's gonna end, and there's a lot of people who are gonna be holding hand sanitizer, and suddenly everybody around them is holding hand sanitizer, and they're gonna go, oh, okay. And that a community that is created with a monetary interest involved, I really fear what's going to happen if at the height, at the pinnacle, at the heyday, we start creating rules about who gets in and who gets out. Because that community will probably be valuable to people. Because when you've only got hand sanitizer and you need to trade it to someone else for, like, you know, a chair or something, the community will have a chair. And if you're on your own, you might not find one. So all I'm saying to everybody out there is these online communities that involve money and business have to understand that your name in social media is you. Your brand is you. And however you run that is on you. For me, I will always run my brand as me. I don't have time or energy to be something else. I don't have time to perform. I don't have time to fake. And it's just me. And I don't want me to be looped into something else when it goes against what I think, feel, and believe. And I would encourage you people to look to the successful people in your lives, those who have built long-term success, people who have come up from something that is unexpected, and ask them if they're something else than who you know them to be. And I think you'll find the answer. So for all of you out there looking for advice on how to succeed in this community, not in this community, shit, in this world of social media, I should say, I can't make you successful because you literally are lassoing a bolt of lightning. And if it collapses on it, you're in for a ride. And if it doesn't, you're in for a lot of work that I hope you have fun doing, because you're not going to get rewarded for it. But if you do lasso that lightning and you make this into something, you need to navigate it with integrity to yourself. That's the most important thing. If you don't, you'll hate every second of it. And this is the business where you are not beholden to anybody else. But I hope you find this insight valuable, and you can combine that with it, my commentary on today's situations. I'm the Rekietalaw Show, and that's how it's going to be. We should take a moment to say, in the words of Razor Fist, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I was right. Fuck you.
I'm just going to second what Nick said.
Catch you next time, guys. Peace. Peace.
So that right there is what the Rekieta had to say about all of that. So many things that he had to say. Well, and as you can see, I've got a few parts and screws laying around. The whole toilet paper thing, keeping your supply of everything, well, that's fun. You know, everybody should, at least. No, here's the beautiful thing is Rekieta spoke very highly of every single one of those people that he mentioned in this nolawtube thing. He does not want to be part of a community that has to have some sort of rule that you go by. When you start placing names on people like chairman of the board, head of state, the person that is running the show all of a sudden has this responsibility that they didn't have before. That responsibility can manifest itself in multiple different ways. If you're looking for responsibility, go get a freaking job outside of this, because it turns people off. It turns them off drastically, severely. They don't want to deal with that. That's not what they want. It's amazing to me. Second. It is amazing to me that people get all worked up into some sort of frenzy. We don't need that. We don't need that frenzy. We don't need that silliness. We don't need that weirdness. We don't need it. Not in this group. This group, it doesn't need it. And you should know that by now. That it's just tragic and weird and awful, and causes problems beyond anything. Let's see. Update this. For whatever reason, my camera's giving me a hard time today. So that's why you're getting the wonderful icon. It's giving me a hard time, and well, I can see myself now. Go. I will mute that microphone just in case. There we go. So you're seeing it happen on one thing, and then this side over here looks completely different. I don't know what's going on with it. It's weird. Already answered. Okay, that's good. But yeah, so this is what I look like whenever I work work during the day. Most of the time, I'm just throwing on a hat and shirt. Maybe I'm wearing pants. Can you play that? No, I can't. Look at Jizzy. Yeah, no, I can't play that. It's and I'm on this mic right now on this particular one. It's on my other computer that I had everything else hooked up to. That's what happens whenever you have an update to things. It just goes funky weird. No pants? Maybe. Maybe not. We won't talk about that. But this is my 1 year celebration. I think I honestly am so happy that all of you were able to tune in for a short period of time. Now somebody shot me a text and said, "You haven't been drama free for a year." I was like, very fine point. But I don't say that. I say, this is my 1 year celebration and I'm drama free. Not that I'm celebrating 1 year of drama free. So that's where I am with that. Murph's Turf. Oh, brother. For my drama free keyboard fund, that is Murph's Turf. Oh my gosh, brother. I'm amazed. Thank you very, very much. For that, I'll give you a dance. How's that? Just give you a little dance. Yes. Thanks, Murph Turf. I appreciate it. Drama free keyboard fun. I'm actually working on getting. I've got my Amazon wish list that has a whole bunch of stuff in there, like an Elgato. Don't buy an Elgato. I mean, if you do, that's fine. But I've got a whole list in there of books that are be fun to watch or read for me to read. Yes, for me to read. So I've got those in there, and once you see them, we talked about them the other night. But once you see them, if you check my my links, even on Linktree, it has a link to my Amazon wish list, and those books are like super cheap, but they're super funny, and I will be reading them on stream at some point. I'm also working on another piece that I'm putting together, and I'm also going to get some illustrations going with it. And it's going to be, and the audiobook will be some of my favorite people to do readings, like Dictionary Diva and Volstorm and Kaiser, and just get a whole group of people together and put together a really fun audiobook. I think that would be a blast. And if we make $1 million off of it, well, then all the people that do the reading will get a good cut of that. It'll be fun. Every button on a keyboard should say Control, make millions. We could say Control Alt Delete. I mean, every button on my keyboard might say that. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, so this is where I like to keep it real. This is my space, my baby, and I enjoy it so much. Again, thanks Morris Turf. That was more than gracious. And I like doing content for you guys. It's hard to explain whenever you're typing shit in and trying to put stuff together. But it's one of those where you find enjoyment doing this, a lot of enjoyment from putting together content, coming up with ideas, collaborating with people, hanging out with people. I mean, it's funny because there's certain things and certain words that you might not be able to say on YouTube, but you can get together with a group of people after the stream is done and say those things that you couldn't say before, that you can't say on YouTube. I've sat with Jessica and watched like goofy videos or movies, but because the music on there would not be appropriate for YouTube, we have to do it in the back room, or we do it in Discord or things like that. The amount of stuff that you miss out on that happens behind the scenes, also the wind down from this takes a lot out of you mentally, because you're constantly looking at 20 million different things. I'm looking over it. Yeah, even MG Law has a great reading voice. Absolutely. Yeah, but like I said, if this book sells like crazy, everybody gonna get a cut of that. Everybody's gonna get a cut of it. It's gonna be fun. Because like I said, I put this all. I put my channel together using a webcam. Like I said, my mic isn't hooked up here. Using a webcam and a cheap, a cheap microphone. That's it. And hanging out, shooting the shit with people, avoiding the drama. And it's easy to get caught up in this drama. I mean, really, it is out there. Every which way you look, it's going to be drama. I know right now of like 50 different dramas that are going on, all over the damn place. And what purpose do they serve? What makes someone feel a little better about themselves because they were awful to somebody else? Serves nothing good. Nothing good to anybody. Stay out of it. Stay out of the drama. Stay away from it. Hang your head up from it. If you see people involved in it, just let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. Let them drama all over the place. You don't have to be part of it. You don't have to be part of the weirdness, the craziness, the psychotic crap we come to. Unless you're like involved with Jamie, then that's awesome drama. That's like good stuff. Next stop, Lamara. Yeah. But with that, I'm gonna drop all of you folks over to watch MG Law. I believe he's got Jamie over there. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up on your way out, and know that you guys mean a lot to me, and you've made this experience like so wonderful, and I can't think of a better way than to say thank you every single time. I'm honored that you guys have come in and been here for me. Appreciate you.
I love a buttered biscuit.